good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Helping Humanity Evolve. Y'all, my name is Jose. How's everybody doing today, man? Hope everybody's happy and healthy. Hope you guys meditating and connecting the sauce bro. You know we love you, we miss you. We want you to come home. You know what I'm saying? Quick shout out, man. Shout out to my subscribers. I love you, man. Shout out to Source. I love you guys. You hear me? Shout out to my ancestors. Shout out to my archangels, my angel guys, my demon guys, my spirit guys. I love y'all, bro. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the Galactic Federation. Shout out to Trippy Everything. I fucking love y'all, bro. Right. So listen, y'all. It's Thursday. Listen, it's Thursday. It's June 26th, y'all. It's 2:17 a.m. Right, and y'all already know what it is, bro. I got a lot of music, but I'm gonna give y'all two songs. Right, the first one I'm gonna give you is called Thrice, bro. Right, so check it out, bro. Thrice.
What do you mean? Press play, bro. What are you waiting for anyway, bro? Press play.
We're just gonna keep it pushing, bro. Thrice TikTok. Alright, this is gonna be Thrice Take Two. Let's go.
Love you, bro.
Listen to me, bro. They don't want it with the source here now. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yahweh's in the building. We got Source in the building. We got the universe in the building. We got Trippy Everything in the building. We love y'all, bro. Thrice greatest, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's the Trinity, baby. Let's go. Coming at him with the force of the unseen. We gonna wait a minute, bro. Hold on, bro. Chill out, bro. Do it on this next one, bro. Give it to him, y'all. Show him how you do, boy. Coming at him with the force of the unseen. The physical team, y'all. The video is clean. This is my thug mentality. Going thug, every never say they coming on my bed, Shelly. They gonna rush the chopper coming, it's my destiny. They don't want it with the Holy Ghost, son. It's me, I am divine in the flesh. I'm coming like all the matters, so it's putting no flesh. Who wanna get with me? Let me never say I didn't want you, man. I'm gonna be like I remember me. I came back and defeated all your injury. It's the cause of the Christ, y'all developing inside of me. Moving like a caterpillar, y'all about to be free. I'm gonna spread my wings, you're gonna watch and see. You can never come between us, something's bad for me. Your weird song is a free. Always want y'all, we go spiritually. I already told y'all once, I will never resign. Just ready to sit down, enjoy the show and have some fun. Word with action, mind. Everything will be fine. Just believe in yourself and maintain your focus. Everything is coming from words, yo, we do time. Just keep writing your rhymes, your voice will steadily shine. Just keep praising the word, you can't only let me need things from the divine. And yo, he's trying to get up. We live in the physical mind. Some of the people are blind. I really play every day, my life for mankind. Really trying to find you no word of time. Only with God, then rule universe and time. Before the brothers know y'all, only forward, it's time to the time. Short shit high, we all living for time. For the top of a time, I can write you a mind. Word, it's one time, we know you was good, you was designed to go against anyone and anything trying to get to your mind. I think they took it too far, bro, look at your time. Yo, we not even trying. So it's all natural, God's like out the line. The Holy Ghost loves you, while the world is mine. The Holy Ghost tells you, the Holy Ghost loves you, the world is mine. Now y'all, bro. See, along next one.
Bye. So that was Thrice, y'all. This next one I'm gonna give you is called Pray, bro. It's not my beat. I'm gonna redo it on my beat, but this
He
is
did
Pray.
some shit called pray, bro. What?
Time, baby. Pray take 4. Alright, y'all. Pray take 3. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Listen, Yahweh's in the building. Sources in the building. Universe in the building. Trippy Everything's in the building. We love y'all, bro. Come ride with us, man. Let's go! Yahweh in the building. Bitch, you know we never riding dirty. Y'all be all in there. They get big witch. You better switch. Coming right with the money. Y'all, we about to be racing. Y'all, my niggas. Y'all could ever put me in the dick. So here's my bitch. We coming off the bench. Trying to clear the stenches of the world. Kershaw, straight digging the trench, just like you would. The ranch, I leave your trench, it was in my defense. You know I feel the tense, bro. Let it back up on me, bro. You know when they wanna feel my rap. I'm wondering on the Holy Ghost, some of y'all my path. We wanna make it rain on this planet, y'all. Give it up, spiritual bad. You better do the math, you better write it down. Figure out the number. You don't wanna end up in the eternal slumber. With the source, y'all, we pray every day. When the good is here, y'all, let me hear say, hey, we can raise the vibration of the crystalline. We like the Federation, then we get in the way. Gonna pray with the source, y'all, we pray every day. Holy Ghost is here, y'all, let me hear say, hey, we can raise the vibration of the crystalline. We like the Federation, then we get in the way. Gonna pray with the source, y'all, every day. Holy Ghost is here, y'all, let me hear say, hey, we can raise the vibration of the crystalline. We like the Federation, then we get in the way. Gonna pray with the source, y'all, every day. Holy Ghost is here, y'all, let me hear say, hey, we can raise the vibration. vibration that it fits the link. You're like the Federation, so we can't explain. You better start to ponder and work on the wonder. Gotta break down work, become a split hunger. Transform myself into a hunter. You're about to go under, gonna feel my thunder. Your days are numbered, about to be summer, about to get up, rip on the way to blubber. Throw away my grenade, shoving us to the platter. Word, don't turn the suburbs. My parade, we coming from the upper heavens, y'all just ain't no charade. We come all like blade, you know I shoot the blade. I'm trying to tell you, sons, get already wanna go big. Don't stop for me, we're happy to clean. You know I do it for free. You don't know my city, we never sleep, trade, coming pretty. Lost New York, man, up inside of me. Word, I'm okay with the source, we talk free every day. Holy Ghost inside, y'all, let me hear you say here. We can raise the vibration, let it raise to the ink. You're like the Federation, never came to play. I'm okay with the source, y'all, we pray every day. Holy Ghost is here, y'all, let me hear you say here. We can raise the vibration, let it raise to the ink. You're like the Federation, never came to play. I'm okay with the source, y'all, we pray every day. Holy Ghost is here, y'all, let me hear you say here. We can raise the vibration, let it raise to the ink. You're like the Federation, never came to play. I'm okay with the source, y'all, we pray every day. Holy Ghost is here, y'all, let me hear you say here. We can raise the vibration, let it raise to the ink. You're like the Federation, never came to play. Money here, bye, bye, bye. Money here, bye, bye, bye.
I'm gonna give y'all one more. I call this one Chad Bro Chill. I already used this beat, but I rewrote to it. So check this out.
Chad Bro. Let's go!
This is a bonus. I'm gonna give y'all a bonus.
They didn't want it with the source.
I got mad music.
Let's go, dude. Hey, yo, Jack, what chill? You know, trippy, everything is up on the grill. We got to bring you some brain food information to deal. We coming from the BX word, you know the deal. Begin to raise a vibration on the physical plane. That's why we over this damn to release the pain. It'll drive you insane. That's why you gotta maintain control of your emotions now. You're playing the game. Get on the level with me. We the Giants thing. You know I come from New York. All the demons were slain. You know there's no more delay. If you don't wanna come with us, then you should have been praying. Keep your arms in the sky. The Holy Ghost ain't playing. We ain't heading to the dimension. This is your way. The way. Come follow me. I got the spiritual needs. You just gotta learn spiritual needs. Damn, bro, you a beast. So you get in the game with the lyrical beats. You know, this game started where to say the least. You know I do this for peace. We don't need the police. You know my status is peace. I got the Holy Ghost now. Now I'm complete. You better have a seat. Keep niggas shit sweet. Your energy will never deplete. You're about to be reached. But I want an only man where you have it breathe. I control programs. They can never reach the mind of the divine. Y'all about to hit our feet. This is what it is. This is what it be. This is what it be. That's how you use me. And my people, man, you better bang, yo. You're about to be free. This is my destiny. And it's purity. This is what will happen when you grow by maturity. This is literally, unconditionally. And we do this for free, y'all. You gotta understand that God is weak. With mentally, when you adapt, exactly every seat. And it's shackles on your feet, y'all. Motion is key. I really want you to be. Sovereign entity is the way it was supposed to be. But then they tricked our man and put us in the slavery. You will never pick the heat. You will never be discreet. Put our light in the light up for the streets. Meditation is the way home. Better face your feet. You better spread your wings. Just want to be unleashed. For the world to be, I am the mind of the pleasure with my pleasure be. You're the honest for soul. Like a memory of sensitivity. What?
So that was called Chad Bro Chill, bro. Right? I got so many more tracks, bro. But I'm not giving y'all no more today. Y'all had enough. I gave y'all 3, bro. And I got more. I got so many more, bro. Y'all have no idea, bro. I wrote 4 songs today, bro. I didn't come in the studio today. I was busy this morning. So I didn't come in the studio, but I did write them. I wrote them. I wrote the fuck out of them, bro. You kidding me? Right? Yo, bro, Trippy got this track that's like 15 minutes long, bro. I'm gonna write to that whole track, bro. Listen to me. He got like, I don't know, it's like 8 different beats, bro. But it's like, he plays them all back to back. So it's a 15 minutes. One track, it's 15 minutes long, bro. I'm about to write to that whole shit, bro. Like, I'm about to give y'all niggas like 10 songs in one track, bro. That shit is gonna be so dope, bro. Like, I can't stop writing. Listen, I can't stop, bro. I tried, bro. I mean, I didn't record, but I wrote, bro.
I am Zook of Andromeda, and
hold on, Zook. So I didn't receive today's message, right? I have to go receive it. So I don't really know what the fuck they talking about today. I just got home, bro. I just got home a little while ago. Excuse me. So the one The most recent one is 7 hours ago.
Andromeda.
Oops.
Andromeda.
All right. So the question was, can you give a current standing on disclosure? Right. And the description says, while everyone was distracted with Iran and Israel, uh, dot, 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 dot. So based on what I just read, right, and just based on what I just read, Israel, and Iran is a distraction from something. Does anybody want to take a guess what they're trying to distract you from? I think I can answer that question for you, bro. They don't want y'all to know I'm here, bro. They don't want y'all to know God is in the building, bro. They don't want y'all to know Jesus Christ is here, bro. You understand? So they're doing everything in their power to keep y'all niggas on your toes, bro. You know, they want to keep you in fear, bro. You understand? They want to keep you guys in fear, bro. You know, and we're not like in my world, we're not doing that. You understand? You know, I'm pretty much. I don't want to say disassociated because I'm not disassociated, but I don't let the outer world affect my inner world. You understand? I don't let nothing that's going on here affect my feelings, my emotions, my state of mind, my state of being. You understand? I let all that shit just pass, just whatever it is, right? Anger, negativity, you know, whatever it may be, bro. I just observe it. This is the confirmation. I just learned to observe. I just learned to observe it and let it go. You understand? It's not my problem. It's not my problem, bro. You understand? So, with that said, the world's throwing, you know, they trying to keep everybody else in fear. You know, everybody reacts. Everybody watches TV. Everybody watches the news. I don't watch none of that shit. You understand? So none of that shit affects my life, bro. You understand? What they do to me is they fuck with they got my FYPs. Like they know who I am. I'm flagged in the system, bro. So they fuck with my FYPs, bro. They fuck with everything. They fuck with my phone. These niggas fuck with my phone a lot, bro. My phone is hacked, bro. My phone be feeling like it's gonna melt sometimes. That shit gets so hot, bro. Listen to me. Both of my phones, bro. So both of my phones is hacked, bro. Now I don't know how they got this one, right? Because nobody got this number, bro. Right? But yet they still hacked that phone. That phone is still hacked. You know, I can prove it, bro. You understand? And in due time, I'm gonna prove it to the world. You know, what's happening to me is not going unnoticed. You understand? The people that are doing this to me are gonna get put on blast. You know, the apps that are doing this to me is gonna get put on. Everybody's getting put on blast for what y'all doing to me, bro. Because y'all trying to hide me, y'all suppressing me, y'all oppressing me, bro. Y'all not letting me be free. Y'all not letting me use my voice. Y'all not letting me be, you know, be who I'm supposed to be. Y'all doing everything in y'all power to fuck with me, bro. So with that said, that shit is not gonna go untouched. It's not going unchecked. That shit is gonna get taken care of. You understand me? All of you, bro. I know you watching me, bro. You understand me? So with that said, bro, this is for you, bro, because y'all niggas is oppressing me, bro. That's slavery. This is slavery, bro. You understand me? I'm supposed to be able to speak whatever I want. I'm supposed to have freedom of speech, bro. You can't tell me what the fuck I can say and what I can't say. What the fuck kind of freedom is that, bro? Explain that to me, bro. You understand me? I'm not out here spurring no hate speeches. I ain't no racist nigga. I'm not out here separating my people by skin color, bro. You understand? I'm out here telling everybody they God. Nigga, you God. We all God, nigga. So what's your problem? You understand? Why y'all trying to hide us for? Well, you know what I'm saying? Y'all doing everything in y'all power to keep us hidden, bro. That shit is getting me so mad, bro. But anyway, it's not gonna go unchecked, is what I'm saying, right? You know, God is aware. God source is aware, bro. They know what's up too. They know, bro. They know because I complain every fucking week. I complain every day, right? I bitch every day, bro. Look at my views, bro. Look at they boosting my shit. They not letting nobody see my shit. Facebook got my shit hidden, bro. Listen to me. None of my lives on Facebook got seen by anybody, bro. Listen to how, bro. How, bro? If they not suppressing me, bro. You understand? That's suppression, bro. Now, if it's happening to me, what makes you think it won't happen to you? What makes you people think it's not going to happen to you? You understand? So you guys are lucky I'm out. You guys are lucky I'm awake. You guys are lucky I'm here to fix all this shit, bro. You understand? Hopefully by the time you realize what the fuck's going on, I already fixed the problem. You understand? Because they've been doing this shit to me for years, bro. You understand? So it's not going unchecked, bro. It's okay. This is why see me, I'm not too much worried about coming live no more. I'm not too much worried about. I don't give a fuck if y'all get the message or not, bro. For all they keeping me here, so I might as well withhold information, right? I might as well withhold it until I'm ready to give it. You understand? Until I know for a fact that I got people watching me. You understand? Then I'll start to really give what I'm supposed to do, right? So for now, I'm not giving y'all shit. I might give y'all some music, right? I'm gonna shoot the shit with y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all, right? And we're gonna talk about ascension. We're gonna talk about Christ consciousness, right? We're still gonna learn. We're gonna talk about meditation, right? And emotional mastery, right? Mastering your emotions, because these are all key things that you need to do in order to raise your vibration so that you can ascend with us. You understand? So with that said, I can talk to you guys. I could still talk to you guys about all of this information. You understand? Eventually, I'm gonna be known worldwide. You understand? Eventually, bro. And it's okay. I have all the time in the world. I'm immortal, bro. I don't know if y'all know this, bro. I'm getting younger, bro. Look at my face, bro. Look at my face, bro. Listen to me. I'm getting younger, bro. And I know y'all niggas see it, bro. I discovered the fountain of youth, bitch. You understand? So with that said, what you gonna do, bro? You can't hide that, bro. You can't hide that, bro. I'm outside every day. Everybody's blown away by my age, bro. Everybody's blown away by my age, bro. How the fuck are you that old, bro? You don't look it at all, bro. I know. Yeah. I can't tell them it's because of who I am. You understand? A lot of people not ready to hear that. So I'm gonna let them discover me on their own. Once people look at me, they go, how the fuck, bro? Bro, how the fuck, bro, right? You don't know like nothing you've been through, bro. This nigga look like he's young as shit. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, bro. And it's because I've looked old my whole life, Since I was 16, I could buy cigarettes. Since I was 13, I could buy cigarettes in the store, bro. They never questioned me. They ain't never asked me for ID, bro. They used to be like, hey, there you go, right? I'm 13 years old, bro. They selling me a pack of cigarettes. Because I look like I'm 19, bro. Right? So now I'm in my 40s and I look like I'm in my 20s, bro. Right? I got a little bit of white hair, but what you want, bro? I ain't have an easy life, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna watch me, you could hit the like button. Thank you, bro. That really helped us, bro. So this is why you don't see me worry. This is why you see me I'm just chilling, bro. I decide. They told me what to do, basically, right? And I'm listening. I'm just gonna listen, bro. So I already know who I am. I already got myself established. I know what I'm here to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. Right. So with that said, I'm gonna take my focus off of you and trying to. I think I already showed y'all everything I can show you as far as my connection. Right. You guys see what it is. Now the world needs to see it. You understand? The whole world. You understand? Not just these bullshit apps that they got that they suppress. You know what they're doing with Facebook, Instagram. What is it? Meta, right? Lemonade, right? I think it's Lemonade, TikTok. What else? What's the other one, bro? The one that Elon Musk owns. Twitter. Twitter. All of these social media apps. And I believe I touched on this, on a couple of lives back. I touched on this, bro. All of these social media apps are to steal your essence. They want to steal everything about you, bro. This is why they want you to post your likes, post your dislikes, post everything you're doing, right? Make videos for us so we can watch you, so we can learn from you. And then what they do, bro, they steal your ideas. A lot of us got unique and original ideas, but we give it to the AI robots, that's on our phones going, hey, tell me what you want me to do for you. And you're sitting there giving this robot all your ideas. All these ideas are yours. They're yours, bro. You're supposed to be creating something with those ideas. But instead of you doing that, you're giving it to you're giving it to AI. And guess what? Now it's copyrighted, bro. Now it's theirs. Now it's not yours no more. So guess what? If that idea was worth $1 million, bro, you just gave it away for free. You understand? You just gave it away for free, bro. And somebody's gonna act on it. Somebody's gonna take it, and somebody's gonna make that million, bro. But it's yours. It's yours, bro. You were supposed to. It's your money. That was your idea, bro. You understand? So this is what social media does to everyone, bro. Listen to me, to everyone. If you're not already famous, you understand? If you're not already on television, then social media is stealing your essence. All these artists, these so-called artists, are stealing your essence, your ideas. They watch you, bro. Listen to me. They watch you, bro. Right? And you're nobody. So how can you prove it? Right? But in my case, I'm different. So if anything gets stolen from me, nigga, you're gonna have to pay the piper, bro, because I'm a god, bro. You understand? You're not supposed to steal from God, bro. Now you could laugh, you could think it's a joke, you could do, have fun. Hey, have fun, bro. Because when the time comes, don't say I didn't tell you. I told you. I told all of you. You understand? That's what I'm telling you. Let me be this. Let me be, bro. I need to just let me be, bro. You understand? I'm flourishing, bro. No matter what, I'm flourishing, bro. Even with all the witchcraft, it's a lot of witchcraft. The witchcraft is heavy on me, bro. Listen, that shit is so heavy on me, bro. You know how many people, how many people I come across on a daily basis. And it's just like when I was back home in New York, bro. People smile in your face and then they run home and they try to do a spell on you, right? And it's the same shit. It was happening to me when I was out and about in my neighborhood. It was happening to me when I was going to work, right? And me being me, I get the feeling, we all connected, bro. So I feel all this shit, bro. And I know what's going on. I know who it is. I know everything, bro. So, with that said, it's happening. It's like happening everywhere I go. It happens everywhere I go, bro. So it's happening here. And it's happening here heavily, bro. This town is a shitty town. I'm sorry to say that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's peaceful. Very, very peaceful. But the people here, what can I say about the people here, bro? They don't seem open to unity, right? I should say, right? To unity. Because I get a lot of looks. And the looks I receive, it looks like they ate a piece of sour candy. It looks to me like you ate a piece of sour candy. Why is your face like that, bro? What happened, bro? You don't like how I'm walking, bro. You don't like that I got my shoulders up and my head high, bro. Like, what's wrong, bro? Like, what's wrong? Why does that bother you so much, bro? You understand? All of these people are bothered simply because of how I walk. Simply because of how I walk, bro. Because I walk with confidence, bro. Because I know who I am. So with that said, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, bro. Now, it affects me sometimes, right? I can't sit here and tell you it doesn't. Sometimes it does, and I deal with it, right? I deal with it how I deal with it, and it does make me strong. It makes me stronger, bro. Every attack I receive makes me stronger because I'm very much aware of it, bro. And once I become aware of it, that's it, right? It's not strong anymore. So. Right now, they're attacking my vocal. They're attacking my throat chakra, right? Hard, bro. Right? They don't want me to rap. They don't want me to rap so bad, but they don't know, nigga. I already got 150 songs. You know how much I've been writing. You know how much I've been recording, bro. Ask Jordan, bro. Should tell you, this nigga don't leave the studio, bro. This nigga wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, he in there rapping, bro. You understand? And I be giving y'all, I give y'all here and there 2 or 3 tracks, right? Check this out, check that out. Y'all don't know, nigga. I completed 3 albums. I got 3 albums complete, bro. Right? One album got 27 tracks. One album got 16 tracks. The other album got 22 tracks, bro. And they all finished. You understand? So anything I'm doing now, I'm just doing to make another. I'm gonna make another album, right? I'm gonna make another one. Fuck it, bro. I'm gonna keep doing it because why not? And this is all music that's on reserve. Remember how when Tupac passed away, that nigga had like 18 albums that was unreleased. That's how it's gonna be, bro. Cause I got mad music, bro. You understand? And first opportunity I get, I'm gonna start releasing this shit publicly. I'm gonna start fuck social media, nigga. I'm releasing this shit. You gonna hear my songs on the radio, bro. You gonna hear me? You gonna hear my shit on the radio, bro. Coming real soon, extremely soon, bro. Sooner than you think, bro. Right? So, this place is not a good place for me to build. I was gonna do it, I was gonna build here. I considered it. I tried to imagine it. I tried to make it a reality, right? And the more that I focused on manifestations, the more I realized this is not what I wanted. This is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to do this at. I can't do it here, bro. Listen to me. There's no people in my generation here, bro. Which is weird. It's weird. But in this town, everybody's either 10 years older than me or 10 years younger than me. Nobody's around my age, bro. I met a bunch of 29-year-olds. I met a bunch of 19-year-olds. I met a bunch of 70-year-olds, right? 75-year-olds. But where's the 45-year-olds? Where's the 50-year-olds? There's none. There's none, bro. You understand? So I want to go into a city where there's more people, where it's more active, where I can get into some shit like back home, back home in New York. There's a lot of people. You could do a lot of things over there, right? And when I was over there, I wasn't really as deep as I am, even though I was. I wasn't public with it. I would just stay home and do it. And now I'm out and about doing it. I pass out cars, right? I talk to people. Right? So now I mingle a lot more. The only thing is that there's no people here to mingle with, right? So this is why I want to relocate, because I want to mingle with people. I want to be able to just come out of work and just go walk around somewhere where there's like fucking 1,000 people, and I could just be like, yo, you know what, yeah, bro, yeah, passing out my cards and shit, or actually just performing right there live on the street, bro. I don't give a fuck no more, bro. You understand? I know how to rap, nigga. I could play a beat, I could start rapping, bro. Give me donations, bro. When they hear what I'm rapping about, they're gonna come. They're gonna come. And when they see the sun shining, they're gonna come, bro. Because this nigga's lit up. Look at him, he's lit up, bro. Who's that, bro? Right? How you gonna block that, bro? How you gonna block that, bro? Right? So let's talk about disclosure. Right? While everyone was distracted with Iran and Israel, ... So I'm gonna speak on ... I haven't heard the message. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't even know what's going on over there, bro. You understand? I don't watch. I don't keep up with nothing, bro. So disclosure, right? I want to just touch on disclosure, because if you could understand what disclosure means, then you could pretty much grasp this whole shit, bro. So I'm gonna explain to you what disclosure means. So if you could grasp it. If you can grasp what I'm saying, then you understand disclosure, and you won't have to ever ask again about when it's going to happen. You understand? Because it's all in here. It's all in here, and it's all in here. So with that said, what is disclosure? Disclosure is information that was withheld from you. It's information that you were supposed to know that you weren't allowed to know. And disclosure was supposed to happen, I believe, a couple of years ago, bro. I think it was like, what year was that, bro? 2020, 2023, maybe 2022? It was 2021, bro. 2020? Was it 2020, bro? We were supposed to get disclosure in 2020, and we didn't get it. I was mad. I remember I was so mad we didn't get it, bro. I was pissed, bro. The government was supposed to disclose the aliens to us, and they didn't. They didn't disclose the UFOs. They didn't disclose other life forms. We know they exist, but they wouldn't tell us. So what I learned about disclosure after the fact, after I had my experiences and I met these guys and I got to go on a UFO and, I got to have all these experiences with these guys, I realized that, disclosure happened for me. It happened. It really happened for me, bro. Right? And it's on me to believe it and share it, or it's on me to just keep it, and know that they exist and know that they're real. I chose the latter, right? I chose to speak on it. I chose to give my experience, because how was anybody gonna know if you don't tell them? Now, if anybody knows me, they know I'm not crazy. Then you guys know I'm not. So you guys know I'm not lying to you. You guys know I'm telling you the truth. You understand? I wouldn't be going this hard if it was a lie, bro. I'm not crazy, bro. There's nothing wrong with me. There never was and never will be, bro. And if anybody knows me, they know that. You understand? So disclosure happens on a personal level. It doesn't happen on a grand scale. It happens on a personal level. It happens alone. You're alone in your room, right? Or in your apartment, wherever you may be, you're alone. And when you meet these guys, and they make themselves known to you, you're going to feel that shit in your heart, bro. Listen to me. And you're going to know they're there, bro. You don't got to see them, bro. I promise you don't got to see them, bro. You're going to feel them niggas. You're going to feel that shit strong, bro. Because when I first met them, I was like, yo, show yourself, right? I was like, show yourself right now. I command you, right? But they wouldn't, bro. But I just knew they was there, bro. I could feel that shit, bro. I'm like, show yourself, reveal yourself to me. But they already did. That's how come I could feel them. And I just started talking to them, bro. All right, fuck it. I can't see you, but I know you're here. So I started talking, bro. But that was my disclosure. You understand? I had to take that experience and sit down with it and go, wow, did this really happen? Did I just meet the aliens, bro? Right? That's crazy, bro. Right? But it happens on a personal level when you're ready. When you're ready, it will happen for you, bro. So that's, that's basically disclosure, bro. It happens on a personal level. It happens one-on-one. You understand? It doesn't happen. There's no UFOs coming out the sky, bro. That's not going to happen, bro. When these guys come, they're going to come to you directly, bro. Listen to me. They're going to whisper right into your ear, bro. Oh, that shit's going to be trippy, bro. Because they whispered right into my fucking ear, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck are you, bro? I can't see you, bro. I can hear you, bro. What the fuck, bro? Like, this shit is crazy. Right? But, it happened for me. And, the same way it happened for me, it could happen for you. You have to want it. You have to really want it. And you have to believe, bro. It takes belief, bro. You understand? Belief is everything. I believed in aliens my whole life, bro. I just couldn't prove it, bro. But just like any conspiracy theorist, I was always reading articles, reading stories, watching videos, looking at the UFO sightings, going through the history books, trying to find anything about aliens, bro. I was real deep and heavy into that shit, bro. You could say I was a deep conspiracy theorist, bro. And I didn't talk to people about it because people thought I was weird because of it, right? I did come across a few people that was cool about it and they was into it too. And we would get into deep conversations about all types of shit, bro. You understand? Like, but you don't hit that, you don't hit those levels with people who are not open-minded, bro. You gotta meet like-minded people that actually did research and actually know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Because I would be like, yo, bro, I went down this rabbit hole and I found out this, boom, 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 and he'll be like, yo, bro, I went down the rabbit hole too, and he'll come out with his shit too. I'm a holy fuck, bro, right? And both of us came out with all this information, bro. You understand? And that's a beautiful thing, bro. That's beautiful, bro. But that's always been me. That's always been my, I research, I read a lot, bro. I watch a lot of videos. And people may think the video don't make no sense. The video still, yeah, but I'm looking deeper than the surface, bro. And I'm listening in between the words, right? I'm doing all kinds of shit that you're not even comprehending, bro, in order to, get this information and understand this information, right? And I watch a lot of things just to get the information, just so that I might not need it. I might not need it, but you know what? I know it. I know it, bro. So there may come a day where somebody just brings it up and I'm like, oh shit, right? I know all about that, right? And and really, I didn't mean it. I just keep learning, bro. I just keep learning, bro. I have this drive. I have this thing where I feel thirsty for knowledge, bro. And when I want to dig for information, I don't go on YouTube. I don't go on Google. I go within. I go meditate, bro. Right? And I go ask the most important question I want to know, bro. And every time you do that, you go on a journey, bro, and they give you the answers, bro. It's a beautiful thing, bro. Right? So, on that note, disclosure happens on a personal level. Disclosure happens one soul at a time. Disclosure happens when you are ready for it, bro. Right? So, don't wait for no UFOs to come out the sky. Don't wait, Don't wait. Don't think that, it's going to happen that way. It's not going to happen that way. Listen to me. God's army is already on the planet. God's army is rising from the ashes. We are rising from the ashes, bro. I'm one of the first. I'm the first. I am the first to rise, bro. From the ashes, bro. You understand? I'm a genius in the making, bro. You understand? Because I'm learning what I am. I'm learning what I am. You understand? But just like that, the gods are rising. Because there's more than one. There's more than one, bro. So we're here. We're already here. Nobody's coming out the sky. Nobody's coming down. No UFOs. Nobody's going to open up no clouds. Nope. We're going to awaken from here, bro. And you're going to be surprised at the people who wake up. You go, what? You an evil motherfucker. And now they're godly, bro. Because they flipped, right? They went to the light, bro. Just like me. I went to the light, bro. And I said, fuck all that. Fuck all that other shit, bro. I don't want nothing to do with nothing else, bro. You understand? It's not worth it, bro. I love my soul. I love my soul too much. You understand? So, if you love yours, you do the same, bro. And it's not on me to judge you. It's not on me to get mad at you if you don't want to learn. It's on you, bro. If you want to make fun of me, that shows your maturity level, right? That shows you still got to grow because you're not open-minded. You still got a lot to learn. And I still love you. God still loves you. We don't hate you. We're not mad at you. We're just gonna say, okay, that's fine. Here, you know what? Take the remote and go watch some TV, bro. You can go sit over there. We got a room. There's a room for people that don't want to come with us. That we got PlayStations over there. We got Xboxes over there for y'all. We got cable for y'all. All right, we got the news on for y'all. Y'all can go over there and bite your nails and be paranoid all day, bro. Lock yourself in that room. All of us over here, we meditating. We meditating. We connecting energy. We changing the world, bro. We really believe. We believe in ourselves. We believe in ourselves, bro. You understand? There's no God outside of me, bro. There's no God outside of me at all, bro. The God I believe in is right here, bro. It's me. It's me, bro. You understand? And that's what you need to learn. That the God you need to believe in is you. You're the God, bro. And I'm leaving this live here, bro. I fucking love y'all, bro, right? Enjoy the rest of your life, bro. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.